Thanks for joining me. See you next time. Bye for now.
Next time is going to be in just a few minutes. We've got the third part of this popular pattern pointers coming up. We're going to look at zippers in this next episode, and having taken a few sewing lessons in my life, I remember zippers being very tough. For you expert sewers out there, I'm sure that means a lot more to you than it does to me. She's going to demonstrate an easy way of inserting a fly front zipper with only 2 lines of machine stitching. So if that grabs you, stick around. We're going to get to that in just a few minutes. But right now, we invite you to call 1-800-672-4549 to become a member of Channels 45 and 49. I see the thank you gifts back there on the table, Frank, and I've got to ask you to help me out here. I forgot to grab the thank you gifts. We do have some special gifts if you can join us at the $60 or $150 a year levels. If you join us at the thanks, Frank. If you join us at the $60 a year level, we do have the exclusive to PBS Sewing with Nancy mug. This is available to you when you join us at that level. At the $150 a year level, we have the Sewing with Nancy's Notions, actually, which is the business she runs of Sewing Notions, available to you. And it's, I'm not a sewer. Does this mean something to you? This is where you keep patterns and so forth. Lots of compartments and lots of storage areas. And I think you'll enjoy having that. Again, it's for your pledge of just $150 a year. Obviously, this bag isn't worth $150 a year. It's our way of saying thank you if you can join us at that level. And they also have one of these things where you can put your wet towels, I guess, from sewing. I'm just kidding. Okay, the number is 1-800-672-4549. Use a MasterCard, a Visa, or a Discover card if you like to become an instant member. There are other levels of membership as well. Those are just 2 levels. But as you can see on your screen, there are other levels. Membership begins at just $30 a year, and at that level, you'll automatically get our monthly program guide for a full year. Most people join in those middle ranges, $60, $90, $120 a year, and $250 or more a year makes you a very important partner of public television, and there are some special benefits that go along with that as well. My name is Lisa Martinez. I'm with the staff here at 4549. We are in the studios today with Friends of 4549, and also with me, Development Associate Frank Casamento.
Thank you very much, Lisa, and thank you for tuning in to your local public TV station. Very pleased to know that you enjoy the sewing and quilting programs on Channels 45, 49. And we're happy to bring many of them to you on Saturday afternoons. Think about it. We have Sewing with Nancy, Sewing Today, The Art of Sewing, Martha's Sewing Room, a brand new program you may have watched recently. We have plenty of quilting programs. We know that there are thousands of people out in northeastern Ohio and western Pennsylvania who enjoy sewing and quilting as a craft, and we're happy to bring these programs to you. We hope you appreciate it, and we hope you realize that without your support, we wouldn't be able to bring these programs to you. We're asking you to make a contribution to Channels 45, 49. Could be $30 a year, could be $60, could be $90, whatever's affordable for you. You may be interested in knowing that our average pledge is coming in at about $65, $66 a year, and we simply hope that you do what you can because you appreciate the public television is here with programs that are interesting to you and that are educational as well. Please accept this invitation and call us right now at 1-800-672-4549. Lisa.
Channels 45 and 49 receive funding from a variety of sources. As you know, our most important local source being local membership and underwriting, and of course most of that comes from individual memberships. We get some money from the state of Ohio, and we also get some money from the federal government. About 16% of our budget right now is coming from the federal government. But as you well know, that source of income is under siege right now. There's a debate going on in the Congress right now about whether or not public television and radio will continue to receive federal funding. We don't know how that debate is going to end up. It's really hard to predict, and if you've been reading about it in the newspaper, you know that it's still being discussed. What we do know, though, is that your support right now is more important than it has ever been. There are changes on the horizon for public TV. We don't know the full extent of what those changes will be, but we do know that what has always been our greatest source of support will be our greatest source of support in the future, and that's support from people like you, the people who watch and value public television. Call 1-800-672-4549 right now and let us know that you too value the service we offer here on Channels 45 and 49, and you're willing to do your part to make sure. And that part means $5 or $10 a month if you like. It means $30 a year. It means whatever level you think is appropriate for you to join at. But what you need to do right now is call.
Well, I hope you can appreciate that if you'll become a member today, you will be supporting something that adds to the quality of life in northeastern Ohio and western Pennsylvania, channels 45, 49, and public television. I like to think that all of us want to contribute in some way that adds to the quality of life in the communities we live in. You may support your local United Way. You may support the Red Cross. Maybe you support a local museum or a performance group. Here at Channels 45, 49, you have a chance to support something that contributes to all of northeastern Ohio and western Pennsylvania. We have over 500,000 people who watch Channels 45, 49 in a week. It's a great resource we have here. We hope you appreciate enough and you're motivated enough to get involved and to help support the quality of life in northeastern Ohio, western Pennsylvania. By supporting Channels 45, 49, you'll be doing that. We hope you appreciate it. 1-800-672-4549. Lisa.
That's right. We have a goal during this program, actually this Sewing with Nancy Marathon that's going to end about a half an hour from now, of 40 pledges. 9 have called already. We have a few calls coming in right now, but we haven't heard from you yet if you're not a member of Channels 45 and 49. Now is the time to do it. The call is toll-free. We need a minute of your time. All we need is your name, your address, and the amount of your pledge. From there on in, it's smooth sailing. You'll reap the benefits of your pledge every time you turn on the TV and realize that you've helped to make it happen here on Channels 45 and 49. One of the ways we have of saying thank you to our members, and one of the ways we keep them informed about public television, is through our monthly program guide, The Alternative. This comes into your home right before the beginning of every month, and it's full of information about Channels 45, 49. You'll read about special events we've had. You know, we had Sewing Nancy Zeman in a few years ago. We just had Rick Steves from Travels in Europe in. You'll read about specials and series that we bring you every month, and you'll also get very complete daily listings that tell you what's going on in your favorite shows. I think you're going to discover a lot of new programming that you never even realized was on public television, and the time you spend with TV will be a more worthwhile time than it has ever been. This is an excellent resource. It's the most reliable and most complete source of information for programming on Channels 45, 49, and again comes to you when you pledge $30 or more a year.
I want to remind you one more time about the thank you gifts we have for you. If you'll consider becoming a member, we have some great thank you gifts that I think you'll appreciate, especially as a viewer of Sewing with Nancy. Holding here the Sewing with Nancy coffee mug. It's kind of a powder blue coffee mug with the Sewing with Nancy logo on here. We'd be happy to send you this as a thank you gift at the $60 level to support Channels 45, 49. Now at the $150 level, we have a sewing tote bag, if you will, and it's kind of hard to see, but if you can take a look there, there are plenty of compartments available with this tote bag, and it's available at the $150 level to support Channels 45, 49. Let's remind you can use your credit card. MasterCard, Visa, Discover are accepted. You can also use an installment plan where we break up your pledge into monthly payments. If you do use that, we want to remind you that you must pay your pledge in full before you can receive the thank you gifts. We hope you appreciate these thank you gifts. It's an added incentive to become a member, but we hope the #1 reason that you'll make the decision to call us now is because you care about public TV and you want to see it continue for many years to come, and you would like to make an investment that helps us happen. 1-800-672-4549.
That's right. When you support Channels 45 and 49, you're actually supporting an essential community resource. Think about this. Almost everybody owns a television set. I think 99% of the American population, or the American households, have television sets. And for all practical purposes, that's everyone. Public television is available to every single person in Northeast Ohio, Western Pennsylvania, and Northern West Virginia through Channels 45 and 49. What do we offer? Well, to everyone with a television set, we offer enlightening, informative programming. Programming about public affairs, in-depth programs that cover important social and political issues, programs that inform, like Sewing with Nancy, like This Old House, like Home Time, like The Frugal Gourmet. Children's programming, the best children's programming available on television anywhere, broadcast or cable. This is what you're supporting when you call Channels 45 and 49. You're not only making sure that the programs you want to see stay right here on Channels 45 and 49, you're helping to provide an excellent resource for all of the children in Northeast Ohio and all of the people who care about quality television. Call now, 1-800-672-4549, and pledge your support by using a MasterCard, Visa, or Discover card if you like. You can also pay by check or pay on our installment plan of $5, $10, or $15 a month.
Well, thank you very much for your time and your patience during this membership drive. We are going back to Sewing with Nancy in just about a minute. And again, we thank you for being patient during this fundraising time at Channels 4549. We hope that you'll take just a few seconds again to appreciate all the public television provides for you, provides for your family, and provides for the communities in northeastern Ohio and western Pennsylvania. We have a slogan at Channels 4549, it's on here. And what we mean by that is there's a great variety of programs for everyone to enjoy and to learn from. There's sewing programs, quilting programs, cooking programs, gardening programs. We have home improvement programs like Home Time in This Old House. Later this evening, we have Travels in Europe coming up. We have Trailside, which is kind of a hiking and backpacking and canoeing program. Every day, you can tune into Channels 4549 and find something educational, something interesting. And I hope that you don't take public TV for granted. It's important that we all band together and help support such a great institution, and I hope you'll make that decision right now. Let's go back to Sewing with Nancy.